Hey there, about to break my fast. I'm a little over 17 hours right now. I had a really good workout this morning. My butt's killing me from reformer class. And I got a hankering. Do you ever get a hankering? I got a hankering for capers. Capers. I love capers. And for some reason, I got out of the gym. I was like, something salty and fresh and bright sounds so good. And there was this recipe once that I loved. I used to make all the time, and I haven't made it in a while. It was out of the cookbook Ketotarian, which is by Dr. Will Cole. And that book is keto recipes that are all vegetarian. So it includes eggs, but there's no meat in the cookbook. And I've said before, like, even if you're not a vegetarian or a vegan, there's a lot of great things when we look at plant-forward cooking, because eating a healthy diet is going to be a plant-forward diet, right? Healthy proteins, healthy fats, and lots of good, delicious plants. So this recipe, I was remembering it, and it was so delicious. And I think it had capers in it. It's capers, olives, tomatoes, garlic, onions, and I wanted a little spice, so I'm going to throw in a little bit of jalapeno as well. I freaking love garlic, and I put a ton of garlic in almost anything I cook. It's so good for your digestive system. It's antimicrobial, and I'll tell you, I know a woman who had recently a pretty severe parasite infection. And the antibiotics that her doctor was thinking about, she wasn't sure. And the doctor kind of said, which I think this is a great doctor. She said, we don't know what kind of parasite you have, so we'd have to give you this antibiotic that's basically just going to be like a shotgun approach and kill everything. And she said, but I have heard good things. And I guess there was some blood work they had to do first. And she said, while you're waiting for the blood work, I've heard good things about steeping garlic and eating garlic, and that garlic is really good for killing parasites. And so this friend of mine decided that that's the route she was going to go, and she got some good garlic, good organic garlic, and she steeped it and then drank it and ate the little slices after steeping it, and she got some bugs out. Gross, right? But super effective. So garlic it's a prebiotic food, so it feeds the good bacteria in our gut. It helps our gut. It is anti-parasitic. It is antimicrobial. So much good stuff in garlic. So I have garlic pretty much every day. I make my husband eat it because I'm like, babe, I'm having all this garlic. You better have some too. I love it. I put it in everything, and I always put lots of it because I love the flavor and I love the benefits. So this is going to be some olives, capers, garlic, onions, and broccoli, microgreens, and broccoli sprouts are just so good for you. They have so many nutrients in them, and I love them because they're bright and fresh. So I think I picked some up because they were sitting there, and I'm gonna throw those on top, poach an egg and all this stuff to get some good healthy protein, cook it all up in some good olive oil. It's gonna be so good. Alrighty, got some organic olive oil. This is cooked at like a low medium heat, so it's not too hot for olive oil, so it's not gonna turn the olive oil rancid, or it's not gonna hit its melting point. Gonna keep that temperature a little bit low. And here's the thing, I believe in easy. There's times where I like to just do a lot of cooking, where I want to do like gourmet style, but not today. I just got back from the gym. I got to get in the shower. I've got 6 hours of coaching calls ahead of me. I just want to get stuff done. So what's the recipe here? It's whatever you like. Just throw it in. So I've got tomatoes. I've got onions. I've got garlic. I put in about half of a jalapeno seeded, of course. Ooh, that sounds a little hotter than I thought. I didn't need that for a sec. And I'm going to throw it all in at the same time because I want it to be easy. If you like less garlic, put in less garlic. If you like more olives, I love olives. So I'm putting in a lot of olives. Not going to worry about it. I want just a lot of flavor and good, delicious food. So the olives, healthy fats. The tomatoes, deliciousness, good lycopene, lots of phytonutrients. I mean, look at this, delicious. I'm putting it all in at the same time because I just want it to cook down for a little bit. I'm going to throw some salt in there. Not too much because the capers are going to be salty, the olives are going to be salty, but salt is really good for you. And there's a lot of talk about high salt and worry about salt. Highly recommend you read the book, The Salt Fix, and do some investigating into the dangers of having low salt. So when I started looking at my labs through a metabolic approach, I saw that my sodium levels were really low. And when your sodium levels are low, it actually makes you more glucose resistant. So I make an effort now to get more salt into my diet, and it's really helped my labs look better. I'm gonna let this cook down for a little bit, and then I'm gonna plop an egg on in there. I'm gonna let it poach the egg in all these delicious juices. I got myself like a little Mediterranean style thing going on, and I'm getting even hungrier. It smells delicious. Someday, hopefully, they'll have like smellophone and you can actually smell stuff that you see on video, because this is yummy. Look at this deliciousness. Oh my God, I put some of those broccoli microgreens over it. My mouth is watering. It smells so delicious. And a little drizzle of olive oil to add some extra healthy fat. This has a little more carbs than I would usually have in a meal because of the olives. I added 2 ounces of sliced olives, so that comes out to about 10 carbs, half of my allowance for the day. But that's fine because I already know what I'm having for dinner, and I'll still stay within my carb goal, which is important. And I've got a little over 50 grams of fat in here. People want to know, like, how do you get so much fat in your diet? Look at this. Olives, good healthy fat in the egg yolks, plus choline, which is really important, especially if you have some kind of MTHFR variant, which means it makes it harder for you to use and synthesize some of the B vitamins. So I've got some choline, all kinds of great probiotic, prebiotic food, deliciousness, and healthy fats in the form of olives and olive oil, eggs, all good. So try it out. Don't worry so much about the volume of anything you put in it. Just make sure that it's all good, healthy food, and that you enjoy the flavor.